Hello everyone, good morning. It is a lovely Thursday morning that I'm recording this, so yeah. As you can probably tell from the title, we are going to be talking about hair myths that are not true. Myth number 1, cutting your hair makes it grow. Wrong. Cutting your hair does not make it grow. Your hair grows from your roots, not from your ends. So if a hairdresser tells you that, or anyone, they're wrong. If your hair is all broken at the bottom and dead, and you can see like the thinness of it and it's straggly, please get it cut. Not to make your hair grow, but for the health of your hair. I think that sometimes the thing that hairdressers want to tell clients, just so they can either get an extra service or to even bribe them into cutting their hair, because a lot of people are afraid of cutting their hair, and I used to be that person too. I hated getting my hair cut, and I was told, and people I know are told, that getting your hair makes it grow. The reason why this is false is, like I said in the beginning, your hair grows from your roots, not from your ends. But if you do get your hair cut regularly, it can have the appearance of healthier hair. And sometimes people associate healthy hair with long hair. So make of that what you will. But one thing is for sure is that cutting your hair does not make it grow any faster. So don't listen to anyone if they're telling you that. Myth number 2, you're not supposed to wash your hair more than once a week. Now, I've heard a lot of different myths regarding the hair washing topic. Some people think you have to wash your hair every day, and other people think you can only wash your hair once a week. So that really depends on the person and their hair type. And specifically for curly haired people, they're not supposed to wash their hair more than once a week. But I also know people who wash their hair every day. And there's no rule on it, but the thing with not washing your hair more than once a week is because it dries out your scalp. And you don't want a dry scalp, and you don't want dry hair. So that's the only reason behind not washing your hair more than once a week, is so that you can retain the moisture in your hair. Now, for people with a really oily scalp, those people tend to wash their hair often, either every night, every other night, or a few times a week. And that's okay, because if you're producing a lot of oils and it bothers you and it weighs down your hair, you need to wash it all frequently. So that's okay. There's no specific rule. It depends on you, and it depends on your hair type. If you have a lot of hair versus short hair and a little bit, it just depends on you and what works for you. Just make sure that you're not stripping too much oil from your hair and too much moisture from your hair, so it can still retain that much moisture and natural oils, but keep everything looking good and under control. Hair myth number 3, hair vitamins make your hair grow super fast. There's so many hair vitamins out there, where it's chewables or just pills, but there's so many hair vitamins out there. More popular ones are sugar bear hair, and yeah, you can buy them anywhere. There's Ollie ones. You can buy them at CVS or Target, or you can go online and like Ulta and beauty stores. They're everywhere. And although a lot of hair vitamins contain biotin and other good ingredients that are good for you, I wouldn't hold my breath with saying that they make your hair grow faster. I have very thin hair. I have very fine hair. And there's a lot of people out there that have similar hair to me, or even worse, either like patchiness in their scalp or hair loss, and those kinds of things I think cannot be fixed magically with hair vitamins. The biotin and the other ingredients that they may have, depending on what brand it is helpful to have into your system, but I wouldn't count on it for magic to happen. On the other hand, biotin is a B vitamin, which creates red blood cells, and those are good because they help oxygen and nutrients go to your scalp. So that is a good thing. And taking hair vitamins would be a plus to having healthier hair, maybe even stronger hair, but I would not, again, hold my breath on them being the end all be all of making your hair be super long and like people make it out to be online. I mean, sometimes your genes are just already in you. Sometimes you have thicker hair genes, thinner hair genes. You have your hair plan already set out. So if you're gonna lose hair at a certain time, you're gonna gray at a certain time. You can't control some of these things. Vitamins definitely do help, but I wouldn't say that it would make your hair grow super fast and that kind of stuff. So they do work and have some benefits, but not some of the benefits that they make it out to be. But in other cases, they could work. So it just depends. It's like skincare. When people advertise for skincare products and Proactive and like all the acne solutions, and it's like, for some people, it cures them and it delivers exactly what they're advertising for. And other people, because they have different genes and different hormones, it doesn't work for. And some people it kind of works for. It's just a gradual thing. So it really just depends on you and your hair type and your body, really, how it intakes it, and how it wants to grow and how it wants to be. So it really just depends on who you are and how your body intakes the vitamins. I'm not a big vitamin person anyways. I'm not letting that change this part of the myths, but I can make a video for you guys on how to maybe enhance the growth process of your hair if you guys want to know. But I could tell you right now, just me personally not being a fan of vitamins is because if you eat right, in some cases you won't need the vitamins. Because if you take an iron pill every day, you could also just eat a lot of food with iron in it, a lot of vegetables and meat if you're not a vegetarian or vegan. But if you have an iron deficiency, you should have an iron supplement. But I mean it in a way that, like, if you intake foods with certain vitamins, you might not need to rely on vitamins themselves, if you get what I mean. But don't hold me to anything, because I'm not a doctor. This is just opinion based. So yeah, if you just take care of your hair, if you treat it nicely and gently with the products needed for it, intended for your hair type, and you eat good with the vitamins that are in the foods, I think your hair will maintain its strength and its shine naturally. But if you want to try some vitamins just to see what it'll do, if it'll enhance anything, or if it will give you the results that you're looking for and that they're suggesting will happen, then go for it. But it will not make your hair grow faster, because everyone has their own hair speed growth. And that's that. Myth number 4, having straight hair means you don't have to use any hair products. No! When I would go over to my friend's house, if I would take a shower and wash my hair after, I'd say, hey, do you have any hair products? And she'd say no, because she has straight hair. And that would blow my mind. I'd have to literally take conditioner and put it in my hair so my hair could be soft. Are you kidding me? Just because you have straight hair does not mean you can't use hair products. There's a lot of hair products out there for people with straight hair. Even though there's so many types of curly hair, so many combinations of curly hair, and so many hair products for different hair types, straight hair could be the same. There's a lot of different types of straight hair. There's like pin straight hair with no frizz, literally just the straight hair. I see people with that kind of hair. There's people with hair that's straight but more susceptible to being frizzy. It's kind of like puffy. Some of it's like that with a little bit of a wave into it. It's just different. I mean, we're all different. Just because of different kinds of curly hair doesn't mean there's not different kinds of straight hair. Everyone's straight hair is different also. So that is all the reason why you should be using hair products even if you have straight hair. With that being said, you might need to do a little bit of research to find out which hair product is for you. If you have frizzy hair, you might want to use a spray that would mask the frizz. If you have really, really thin, straight hair, very, very fine, you might want to use a sea salt spray, something that gives it more texture, something that gives it more wave if you would want to, maybe even like a body spray, not like a body spray, but like a body spray to give it more volume. There's just all these different hair products out there. I used to use Super Skinny by Paul Mitchell, and that would be the only thing I used to use on my hair when I was little because it smelled so good and makes your hair so soft. It's just a serum, and I highly recommend that for anyone with straight hair, even curly hair too, if you want to use it in addition to your products. But if you have to use one product for your hair, for your straight hair, I would highly recommend using that one. It smells so good and it makes your hair be so soft. I don't think it does anything besides making your hair be soft. It could control frizz. I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I would recommend using it because I really like it. I know Aussie has some new serums out there too. And you know, straight hair could be dry also, so like putting an oil on the ends would help. Serums, sprays, texturizing sprays. Yeah, basically anything like that. I mean, even hairspray if you have a lot of flyaways. So straight hair is something that could need a lot of maintenance too, depending on what kind of hair you have. So don't just think because you don't have curly hair that means that you don't need a lot of maintenance work on your straight hair. Last but not least, hair myth number 5. If you see smoke coming out of your hair when you use any type of heat on it, it means it's burning your hair. Wrong, it actually means that something else is burning that's not your hair product. You want to see steam come out of your hair when you're putting any kind of heat tools on it because it means that the products that you're putting in it is doing their job. If you put oil on your ends before you straighten it, before you curl it, any kind of heat protectant spray, that over your hair is creating a barrier. Whereas if this was just your hair and you were going to get ready to flat iron over it, there would be no steam because it's getting your hair. So it's really the opposite. So if you have something protecting over your hair cuticle, that's the first thing that's going to be exposed and be touched by the heat tool, which is going to make steam. So steam is a good thing, and no steam means that it's just getting your hair. I know it's weird because you'd think the opposite, but it's not like it's fire coming out. But if you do see fire, that is bad. But it's just steam. It's like a water vapor. It's just the heat mixed with the product is just making a steam. But it means that your hair is being a little bit protected. Like I said, you're not getting off the hook with having no damaged hair if you load it up with hair products and then straighten or curl it and it's a smoke show. Your hair could still get some damage from it, but it's a little bit more protected than if it was just a raw piece of hair with a flat iron or curling iron. So basically, to sum up today's video, is just pay attention to your hair. Cater to whatever your hair is telling you to do. If you have a really oily scalp and you need to wash it every day, go for it. Let it be more manageable for you. If your hair is nasty and strangly and you can tell that it's just so dead and needs to be cut, cut it. It'll grow back. Taking hair vitamins may help the strength of it, and the biotin, you can never go wrong with extra biotin in you, but it will grow back, and it might get thicker, it might stay the same, but that's all a work in progress. That's what you need to pay attention to your hair so you can learn what you can do to cater to it. Your hair grows at its own speed. Maybe you can enhance it with certain things. I can make a video for you guys soon about that. But just maintaining the health of your hair, whatever hair type you have, that's what's most important. A lot of people jump to the conclusion of, well, I want my hair to grow. I want my hair to be long. I don't want to cut it because I want it to be long. I don't want to cut it because it takes forever for it to grow. And in my eyes, I would rather, as you can tell, have short, healthy hair than long, unhealthy hair. And that's not the case for a lot of people, but trying to make your hair as healthy as it can be. Intake a lot of healthy foods to give your hair the vitamins it needs. Try not to put a lot of heat on your hair if you do want it to look shiny and healthy. Not if you want it to grow, but if you want it to look shiny and healthy. Try not to put a lot of heat on your hair, and if you do, protect it. So that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If I left out any hair myths that you guys can still think of, comment them down below. Check out my hair Instagram page at hairstylesby_Elisa to see what I've been up to lately in the hair and makeup game. And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.